As a kid,
there's
I
all
never did. Never.
no, absolutely not. I
No,
didn't even clean my room.
no, there was like half-eaten Pop-Tarts in my bed from me playing Call of Duty all night the night before. Nothing like waking up and finding a half-eaten, strawberry flavored, a lot of icing on
Brace
it.
yourself. Here's another Nick story. Um, I'm pretty sure I had like 5-year-old piss bottle sitting on top of my computer desk. Forgot that was there.
A piss bottle?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Okay, well, I had a sweet mate in college who's actually one of my good friends. Not gonna name drop, but had to pee all the time. When he got drunk, would piss the bed every single time, to the point where he came to my house one summer for my brother's graduation from high school party, and he passed out. He blacked out about 9:15 at night, and my mom forced me to go downstairs, and she said, "You wake him up and make him pee. I don't care if you have to hold his cock yourself." Words from my mother, directly from her mouth.
A saint, Linda.
Yes, but he was on the top bunk, and he got sick and tired of having to climb down in the middle of the night because I think he fell once or stepped on a chair and rolled his ankle. So he had a gallon water bottle jug, like a Poland Springs jug, and would piss in it every single night. And every fucking morning, it was about halfway full. Imagine dropping that thing in your carpet, though. I'm sure your year-old piss bottle would smell even worse.
Oh, probably. Yeah. I mean, that there was nothing like when I was like, so like I grew up with one room and then I moved to another room in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And so that required me to downsize
Mm-hmm.
and actually clean my room. And that's when I found it and I was like, I don't know how old this is, and I'm ashamed of it.
Did you smell it, or you knew exactly what it was?
Absolutely not.
You could have put a little bit of baking soda and made a lava lamp with it. That's how fucking old and gross it was. I've never done anything like that. I have in the past, though. My room in my parents' house was right next to our garage, so I could open my window and crawl out the window and be on my garage. I definitely in the winter had crawled out onto the roof and peed on the roof, or just peed off of the roof, just to see it like melt the snow, but never peed in a bottle. Fun fact, my brother had a friend that lived at our house after I graduated, and he used to crawl out the roof in the summertime to go smoke weed on the garage.
Okay.
So I don't think my parents would have cared if he just walked downstairs and smoked weed in the backyard like a normal person, but every night he would climb out the window and go ahead and smoke. So, but back to making the bed.
But so we
Okay,
talked
go
about
ahead.
my pee bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna talk about your item?
There may have been a drawstring backpack that was filled with sticky socks that my mom found um, hidden in my closet, roughly, I don't know, 5 years after I moved out. That was a weird text to get because it wasn't just my mom that found it. It was my dad and sister. They they converted my room into my sister's room, and while they were cleaning it out, I got a text, and it was just a picture from the outside of the bag. And my mom, it was no text with it, nothing.
Your heart dropped.
I just texted back, "Don't open the bag," and she said, "Well, it's too late for that." I said, "Well, I hope you just threw it away." So they found that, which I mean, I guess at least it was like 5 years down the road, and I was already engaged. So like, what are you gonna do? But that was a tough one. Also, yeah, I mean, it's just not a text you want to get from your mom. Doesn't matter how old you are. Does not matter.
That's a text that I would get,
Mhm.
and I just start hysterically laughing to avoid crying.
I mean, it's one of those things. Again, if it was just my mom, that's fine. But it was my entire, besides for my brother, the entire family.
Yeah. And if your brother finds out, he never lets you live that down.
I mean, he eventually found out. I think everybody in my family knows about it. But things could be worse. I could have been 16 when it happened. Also, did you ever have wet dreams as a kid?
I can't recall specific instances, but I am 100% sure I did. If your parents had found that when you were 16,
I would have just crawled inside my own body.
I don't know if you would have ever recovered.
I would just be a turtle. Like I would be able to like take my head out from my shoulders and put it back in because
Yeah.
that's how deep down I would have sunk into myself.
You would 100% be a member of the Turtle Club.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or I would be living. Oh, I probably would have went to like BYU or something. I would have like had to repent and like done. I would have probably. I just turned 28. I would just be now graduating from college because I would have been on a mission trip for 4 years.
Just not graduating college. Huge fan of soaking.
Oh yeah, just whole lot of insertion, nothing else. Insertion to the point of being soft. We'll just go back to making the bed though. It is the biggest waste of time, right?
So my wife likes to make the bed.
Kaylee has made the bed with me in it because I just don't want to get out of it.
No, my wife enjoys making the bed. She enjoys sleeping in a made bed. I will say, sleeping in a made bed hits a little different.
No, it sucks. It's the worst. It's the worst because you get in the made bed and what? It's the first thing you do. You start kicking around like a fucking bronco, like a bucking bronco, because you got to get the sheets untucked from the bottom so you can get a little bit of, I guess I don't want to say fresh air under there, but you have little areas for air to circulate through the bed. Now,
Well,
when
Kyle,
you are confined,
I'm a total
ahead.
fucking badass. I'm a badass. I'll go ahead and say that. I sleep with one leg out.
you're not afraid of the boogie monster.
Absolutely not.
I am actually the opposite. I do the Winnie the Pooh sometimes, where I will sleep with no pants, no underwear on, but I will sleep with a hoodie on up top because
I absolutely cannot sleep no pants, no underwear.
oh,
I
it's the
can't do it.
best.
I can't do it.
Oh
Can't
my
do
god,
it.
sleeping in the nude is the best, Nick. It is the most comfortable. It's you can just breathe. You want to know how I learned about this? I had incredibly bad rub raw in college, and it was over spring break, and one of the guys was like, "Just sleep naked." Slept naked, fixed, perfectly fine the next day.
I'm an ass sweater. My ass sweats.
Okay, well then
And
you probably shouldn't not.
and I
It-
can't deal with, the ass mark on the sheets.